Hi, Angie here from Cultivating Cousins. It is February 20th and we are having unusually warm weather for area zone 6B, as you can see from the daffodils blooming in the background. Today we are going to start our pepper seeds. Let's go. I'm just finishing up potting up our peppers, and I wanted to show you that I like to use 3-ounce cups, and I drill 2 holes about 1/4 of an inch each into the bottom of them so that we can bottom water. And this is just my preference on cups to use, but bottom watering is definitely the way to go. So whatever you do choose to use, make sure that you have holes in the bottom and you can bottom water. So I'm just going to finish filling these up, and when we fill these, we want to fill them about halfway up or so, and then press that soil down so that we get a nice firm growing base. We don't want it so tight that it doesn't get any movement at all, but we do want a firm base. And then we'll top that off and then slightly press again. Get a little bit more of a firm base. And then I like to put about 2 seeds per cup. And for peppers, we want those to be buried about 1/4 of an inch deep. So we are going to get a couple of these out. And we're just going to plop 1 seed into each little hole. And then we will cover those up and gently press down that soil or starting mix. And then once that is complete, I like to finish everything off with a tiny layer. It's not necessary of vermiculite, but it helps with things like fungus gnat and fungus in general. And I put that on all of my starts. That way we just keep the fungus down to a minimum. And when we bottom water, it'll be nice. So I'm going to do that for each one of these, putting the soil in and packing it down. I keep saying soil, it's a seed starter, and I make my own seed starter out of peat moss, vermiculite, and perlite. And we're just going to make a couple little holes about 1/4 of an inch deep. Now, it's a beautiful day outside right now on this February day, but it is not pepper growing weather. We are going to take these inside after we are done planting them and put them on a heat mat under our grow lights, because peppers like temperatures between 80 to 90 degrees to germinate. And it is definitely not that out here right now. So we will finish these up, and then we'll take you inside to have a look at what they'll look like with the heat mat and the light setup. We have our pepper starts set up inside. Our tray is kept about 2 to 3 inches away from the light so they can be met with that intense light as they pop up through the soil. I've got my heat mat ready and it's on, and hopefully that will keep our temperatures between 80 to 90 degrees so those peppers can get started. My pepper trays are sitting on top of these layered containers, and I will take some of these away as they start to grow so that they still maintain a good distance away from the light as they start to grow. Peppers need a lot of indoor growing time. They take about 8 to 10 weeks before they will be ready to be transplanted outside. Thanks for joining me as we started my peppers. Come back in a couple weeks and check with me and we'll see how they're doing. Thanks.